The Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I like down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water. Them him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I RASTA go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno prepare a table before I in the presence of our enemy them. Uno anointed I head with no oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I even. May I go dwell in the house of the Lord God Jah. Karamawe gromabea tera higzag beer tanaistal in abashante shante 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 shante. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and they may save. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Jah shall deliver him from all of them. And I give thanks, and I give thanks, and I give thanks. Au mausobolisa adanuoto ewa siple afo. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunum, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Black Rasta. In every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something sumptuous cooking. Oh, yes. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes, and sizes, aromas, flavors, colors, and even size. Put aside all their differences. Relocate into the black pot. Be subjected to some amount of heating. Then they produce food in all its sumptuousness and palatability. Ironically, the black pot and the ingredients do not even partake in the eating of the food. It's us, the eaters, who do. Yet every time they rise to the occasion to make sure that food is prepared. Not just any food, but the most sumptuous food. What lesson can we learn from this? A lesson of selflessness. How many of us believe that once we have worked hard for it, we are the only people deserving to benefit from it, no other persons? How many people believe that we have it all? Let's use it all. After all, tomorrow we die. How many people believe that we should never think about tomorrow? After all, tomorrow will take care of itself. A nation that is not generational thinking is a lost nation. A nation that is not ready to sacrifice. A nation that is just ready to blow it all today. After all, we die tomorrow. It's a selfish nation. And selfishness does not build a nation. My brother, my sister, we need to be each other's keepers, and we also need to be generational thinkers. As long as we are making children, we must make provisions for these children. Just as when you are about to have a baby, you try to buy baby dresses before the baby is even born. The baby cots and all that is the same way you must be preparing for generations yet to come. Even if you are the most selfish person. My brother, my sister, this is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunum, and here we speak truth to power. We are live on YouTube, and our YouTube channel is Black Empire Media, and Black is spelled B-L-A-K-K. Please subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you would be the first person to be notified to watch it. We want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you. Please share this broadcast. Also, send your messages coming in. We're going to be reading them in this edition as usual. We want to say thank you so much to Is It. And when we say Is It, we are talking about in spirit, in truth. Yes, in spirit, in truth. Now, it is the newest social media platform everybody's talking about. Now, if your regular social media platform is nothing but violent, racist, what are you waiting for? Jump ships and join us on Is It. What can you do with Is It? You can make video and audio calls. You can also go live. You meet only positive people. You know why? Because Is It has powerful algorithms that sap out all kinds of negativity before they even come up. And Is It was built by Ghanaian engineers in America. And this is another reason you must be supporting EZ. You can download it for free from Google Play and also from App Store. Yes, App Store. Connect with family and friends and make clean memories. At the same time, when we talk about EZ, we are talking about positivity. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kokoshonomo, where we speak truth to power. And I want to say thank you so much for joining us. Now, Le Shrine is also located right there inside La. We're talking about La Boma Beach Resort. It is sitting on the mouth of the Atlantic Ocean, serenaded by the cool breeze and the smooth waters. Now, it's built in the middle of a holy forest, Gamashi Forest, and that is why it is called Le Shrine. They have a mini hotel and a small swimming pool that you can jump into and just feel airy. Yes, 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 yes. It's all African and all beautiful and spiritual. Have fun. The interesting thing is that anything you want to eat, you will find it right there. Is it continental or local? No problem at all. This is what it is at Le Shrine. With Le Shrine, it is the best place you can be in when you are in Accra. If you are in Accra and you haven't been to Le Shrine, it means that you haven't been to Accra. My brother, my sister, on Mondays they have the karaoke night plus the adult night. Remember, it's adult business, no children. Wednesday they have the reggae night where Blakk Santino and friends serenade the whole beach with quality reggae music. And then on Sunday we have what is known as the special ladies night. Are you coming? Remember, it's adult entertainment. It is for adults only. This is Le Shrine. And you can reach out to Le Shrine and do private business with Le Shrine. You can have your personal parties there, no problem. Call them on 0203 5050 or 0204 5050, 0205 5050 or 0206 5050. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kokoshonomo. And here we speak truth to power. We have 5 issues to look at today. And we're going to begin that. Remember, we don't take you for granted. Your time is very important to us. So we're going to keep it within time. And then we'll make sure that we help in the upliftment of our nation, our continent, our people. Here we don't criticize. But if we must criticize, we'll do that on one condition: to build and not to destroy. This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kokoshonomo, where we speak truth to power. Number 1. It looks like somebody's talking about kings in Ghana. DORMAAHENE says there is no king in Ghana. There is no king in Ghana. According to him, they are chiefs, paramount chiefs, and so on and so forth. Nobody is a king. Now, we all know DORMAAHENE. For some time now, he's been busily talking. DORMAAHENE is one very positive man. But today, what will make DORMAAHENE say that there's no king in Ghana? But are there kings in Ghana? There is no king in Ghana. Come here, DORMAAHENE claims. Watch me. Hi, there's no king in Ghana. There's no king in Ghana. The DORMAAHENE Osajifo Osiadeyo, Dr. Ajimabedu II, has said that there is no king in Ghana because the constitution does not recognize any such position. Is it true? Is it true? We shall find out. Now, according to him, the paramount chief is the highest amongst the ranks of chiefs as enshrined in the Chieftaincy Act of Ghana, thereby dispelling the notion of kings in the country. His comment comes on the back of references to some chiefs in Ghana as kings, but the paramount chief thinks otherwise. In a meeting with some chiefs at the Bono Regional House of Chiefs, Osiadeyo Ajimabedu II reiterated that there is no king in Ghana and cautioned his chiefs against third parties who confer chieftaincy titles on individuals. We, Bono Regional House of Chiefs, have heard that some people are calling some of our chiefs to make them kings. As Bono Regional House of Chiefs, anyone who has been appointed as chief of the various towns is recognized and accorded the respect due to them. The Chieftaincy Act indicates the number of chiefs in Ghana, including paramount chiefs. The Asantehene, divisional chiefs, sub-divisional chiefs, Adikromfo, and other chiefs recognized by the National house of chiefs. There is no law that says that if you are a chief, there is a superior one above you. I want to say without any doubt that there is no king in Ghana. There is not. For the whole of Ghana, the paramount chief is the greatest. If anyone thinks he's a king in the country, then all paramount chiefs should be dissolved for that person to rule, so that some of us can go to maybe Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, etc., etc., he explained. The DORMAAHENE chastised the general public for entertaining the title king in the country, and it is not a legal title. It is something that has been entertained in Ghana. If someone is not a king, how can he be a paramount chief? As I am here as DORMAAHENE, am I not a paramount chief? We are hereby serving notice, he's added. And this is the DORMAAHENE. Now come here. Let's find out if what DORMAAHENE has said makes sense. Watch me. What DORMAAHENE said makes a lot of sense. It's true. The Constitution of Ghana does not recognize any king. The highest is the paramount chief. Again, if there is a king, then it means there must be a kingdom. Since we attained a republican status, all those ones were dissolved. My brother, my sister. In fact, the very first kingdom we had in this part of Ghana, today called Ghana, was the Dagomba kingdom. The very first people to organize and have a king and subjects and sub-chiefs, they were the Dagombas. They were the first to do that in this country. But today the Dagomba chief is not called a king. He's called the overlord of the Dagbon people, right? Or the overlord of Dagbang. When you go to different places in Ghana, it is like that. And we all know who this is aimed at is Asantehene. Asantehene is the only chief in Ghana who is seen as a king. And so many people do not like it. For instance, DORMAAHENE says that he's a paramount chief. So he has the same status as Asantehene. Why should Asantehene be singled out and be called a king? And he is still the paramount chief. The highest in our chiefdom, according to our constituency, is the paramount chief. There is no place for king, as there is no kingdom. I don't know how many people understand this. If there is a king, then there must be a kingdom. If there is a chief, there must be a chiefdom. If there is an emperor, there must be an empire. But when you ask them, where is the kingdom? The Asante kingdom was a very beautiful kingdom that existed until the British came and broke it down and dissipated it and spoilt it. Are you aware of that history? So it ceased to be a kingdom from when the British came in and waged war on the Asante. The Germans went all the way into the north. They fought the Dagomba so seriously and even went to Everland and did the same thing. The white man was the one who came in to break our chieftaincies and our kingdoms. After that, he brought us what is called democracy. And since we agreed to accept the democracy and not go back to our chiefdoms and kingdoms, nobody is supposed to be called a king. Is that understood? But my brother, my sister, there is no problem if Asantehene wants to call himself a king. If his people call him a king, he doesn't need to go straight up into the constitution and say there's no king in Ghana. And for that matter, I will not confer on myself, or my people cannot call me a king. We are not looking for recognition from the constitution. It's just a title of respect. For instance, you have your daughter and you call her Angel. Where are her wings? There are no wings. You have a daughter and you decide to call your daughter Angel. Where are her wings? You don't need the constitution to authenticate you before you call your daughter a certain name. For instance, Queen. My brother, my sister, this is the argument we are trying to moot. Asantehene is not going to the constitution to authenticate his kingship. His people have conferred it on him. He's respected like that. A lot of people call him king, but it's not recognized by the constitution. In that case, this is what would happen. If the nation is writing an official letter to Asantehene, the nation is never supposed to refer to him as king. Because in the constitution of the nation, official as it is, there is no king. So it would be wrong for an official communique to see Asantehene as king. But amongst the people and in everyday life, you are free to call anybody however you want to call them. Even your dog, you can call your dog Angel or King. My brother, my sister, it's your choice. So DORMAAHENE has made a point. But what DORMAAHENE must understand is that the people around the Asantehene all called him king. He's been able to brand himself beyond Ghana to the point that people all over the world call him king. It is not the constitution of Ghana calling Asantehene king. It is the people around the world who call him king. How many people can go before Asantehene and say chief? I am sure that you will shiver. It's all because Asantehene has been able to brand himself, that he has been taken out uniquely and rebranded amongst the chiefs and paramount chiefs we have in Ghana. I don't know who is listening to me. Hey, listen. Yes, in Chini and Kamfunuhu. Aminipa Nekasa. Asantehene has been able to brand himself to the point that he doesn't even need you to call him king. Automatically, you utter, and people around the world, even if you refuse to call him king, will call him king. The British had a dead queen. They invited him over to come. What did he tell them? No, I cannot come. By this regulation. Whilst other chiefs were busily struggling and begging the Queen of England to allow them to come and see the dead body of the queen, they were begging the people of England, the royal family, to allow them to come and just see the dead body of the queen. So they can dance bobobo, balogo, adwa, and whatever, damba, all over the place. Come here, my youth. Watch me. So, what DORMAAHENE is saying directly goes to the government of Ghana. Anytime you are referring to Asantehene, respect the constitution. Do not refer to him in official communiques as king. After all, the constitution does not support it. But DORMAAHENE cannot stop anybody from calling Asantehene king privately. In fact, when they were writing to the Asantehene from England, they referred to him as the king of the Ashanti. They did. My brother, it's all about branding. If we all stop foolish land litigation and stealing the land and selling to people and forgetting our subjects and living like DORMAAHENE is doing and some other chiefs are doing in the interest of our people, the benefit of our people, no constitution will be needed to authenticate our kingship. Asantehene is a natural leader. His people have given him the support. It's just recently we see people criticizing Asantehene. In the past, it was not possible. But look at what happens with our other chiefs. They are busily selling land, forgetting about the next generation. They are doing nothing to prosper their people, yet they want to be called kings. You must be crazy. The kingship or the king title that Asantehene is enjoying now is purely by merit and not by law. Kai, Black Rasta. Come here. I said that the kingship or the king title that Asantehene is enjoying right now is not a lawful title. It is a meritorious title. Hallelujah. He got it by merit. Don't be jealous about it. Asantehene does not need the constitution to authenticate his kingship. All he needs, his subjects and his power and his history. And we are done. If we want to be naturally called kings, please let us live for our people. Right now, when you talk about chieftains, it's all about selling land litigation and galamsey. Ochihini and the rest, they are all there doing galamsey and all that. And you want me to call him a king? No, sir. My brother, there's no competition in calling yourself a chief or a king. Let your work make people naturally gravitate towards you and call you king. After all, in our language, there's no difference between a chief and a king and a paramount chief. Is it there? How do you call a king in Akan? And how do you call a chief? Anna, my brother, let us give credit where credit is due. Asantehene has come a long way. All the other chiefs and kings in Ghana and the rest of Africa have come a long way. If the people naturally will call them by titles, so be it. The constitution is not needed to authenticate them. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Come here. Next story. Next story we are looking at today, and it's flowing. Watch it. Insult Shatta Wale, get free popularity. Insult Shatta Wale. This is Shatta Wale, right? That's him. Listen. This guy, like him or loathe him, he has contributed his bit. He has opened the eyes of many in the music industry in Ghana. Yes, he's controversial. Yes, he insults people. Yes, he speaks vulgar. Sometimes he even records vulgar music. But you can never take away from this man's loins what he has contributed to the industry of this nation. He brought a lot of respect to the music business in this country. He encouraged us to go for our wet. In fact, he came from nowhere to somewhere and was able to rise from a nobody to a somebody. There was a time nobody wanted to play his music here, including me. I refused to play because he insulted me. That was when I was a little unprofessional. Because for me, you can insult me from morning till night. If the music is good and the people want to hear it, I'll play it. My brother, right after the guy was blackmailed and blacklisted and never whitelisted by anybody on radio, he found another route. The youth. He followed the youth in the ghettos and told them, if the radios will not play my music, you play the music wherever you are. You be my radio. Thankfully, there was a guy called Mark Zuckerberg. He came with something called Facebook. And when he came, he gave this man a voice. Before a lot of Ghanaian musicians even got to know Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook, he was there. If the radio will not play my music, if the TV will not play my music, I am going to make sure that my music is played right there on Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook. In those days, there was nothing even like sponsorship. They were begging people to even get on Facebook. You didn't need to pay anything. He went there. He pushed his music. He was there doing Facebook Live. When live came, people got to know him as a Facebook boy. Kakra, 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 kakra. He made his name and has been able to blow. Of course, he's controversial. Of course, he might not be your regular guy. Of course, you might think he's vulgar in some spheres of life. But he gives credit to Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook fame. I remember he said one time, I don't need any radio station, I don't need any TV station. That was erroneous, though. I don't support that. My radio and my TV is Mark Zuckerberg, the Facebook. He's not the only one who has said that. He anointed a lot of people, and people were waiting for the opportunity to deal. Look, this guy is posterity that moved him from where he was until, because the enemies he made on radio, including me, nobody was ready to play his music. If radio was what's supposed to make this guy who he was or who he has become, no sir, he will go to an early grave without becoming that person. That's Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg himself was a school dropout, right? And was able to rise to the level. Right now, he has one of the most popular apps in the world, Facebook. That's where everybody is playing. Shatta Wale used Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook and made a name for himself. Love him or loathe him, he's spewed a lot of vulgar on Facebook before some of us who saw Facebook as a waste of time started gravitating towards it small. He had already risen. And the youth were ready to follow him. There was a time in Ghana, if you wanted to talk to the youth, you had to speak to Blakk RASTA, or else forget it. But we believe in times and seasons. It won't always be like that. It's the grace. If God wants to move me to another level, that's okay. I shouldn't be worried about where God has taken me away from. He became the new leader for the youth. They were all following him and gravitating towards a new kind of music they call dancehall. You understand? And because we understand what it is to say seasonality, when it is not your season, step back and help those whose season it is to uplift. We waited patiently, and now to God be the glory. We have returned to the same spot, even higher, because we have a perfect understanding of what it is. The Hausa people have a saying, how do they say it? Wache fushi the ikon Allah shewawa. Who gets angry because of God's grace on another person is a fool. Why this long story? Shatta Wale came through a long way. People who came to him smiling at me, loving him, were people who didn't like him. They are only coming to him now because every other person likes him. The youth have accepted him. That is what I keep preaching to my children. Let your enemies hate you. Be accepted by the people around you, the grassroots. And once you are accepted, your success will become your revenge. That was his revenge. It's true. I'm telling you nothing. I've seen him rise from wherever he was. Yes, he's vulgar. Sometimes he uses words that I don't agree or subscribe to. But which one of us doesn't? My brother, my sister, he's growing. Then he started insulting some other musicians left, right, and center. You might not like that. You might not endorse that. But today he has said something that has touched my heart. And I want us to look at it. Watch this. And this is Ghana Web. Go to UTV and degrade me if you want to be popular. And this is what Shatta Wale is saying. It might sound like a joke. But come, let's joke together. Ghana's dancehall sensation, Shatta Wale, has weighed in on the ongoing discussion surrounding his name on the United Showbiz program aired on UTV. This particular show brings together industry insiders like Mr. Logic, Ola Michael, and Arnold Asamoah Bedu to dissect the latest developments in the Ghana entertainment scene. However, it's no secret that sparks have flown between Shatta Wale and these panelists before. One notable clash dates back to 2021 when Shatta Wale didn't take kindly to comments made by panelist Arnold regarding inconsistencies the pundit cited. The disagreement played out live on air, making headlines. We remember that. More recently, in August 2023, the show stirred up controversy again when Ola Michael, another panelist, made remarks suggesting that Shatta Wale shouldn't be eligible for a diplomatic passport due to his behavior. This led to Shatta Wale responding with a diss track and a series of videos in which he didn't hold back on using strong language. In return, Shatta Wale hasn't shied away from criticizing his detractors, especially the United Showbiz panelists, branding them as pained and poor, amongst other choice words. More recently, hot on the heels of yet another round of criticism directed at him during the show's latest episode, which aired on September 3. Shatta Wale took to Twitter again on September 5. That's today. Humorously suggesting that anyone looking to gain popularity should simply hop on UTV and critique him. UTV pa. Which format be this cra? He rhymed. If you want to be popular in Ghana, just go on UTV and degrade Shatta Wale. People would know your name right now. People would know your name right now. That's what he said. Well, these are some of the regular panelists on UTV. Well, it's good to talk about our entertainment industry. Yes, we are media people, and these people are knowledgeable enough. I know Arnold from way back. A+ himself is a musician, right? And all these people there, they know the business. So if they put away selfishness and put away disregard, and then they stand in and want to say it the way it is, nobody should hold them back. They have to do it. It's their right. But I want to look at what Shatta Wale said. He said, if you want to be popular, all you need to do is to go on UTV and insult people, especially him, which is true. In Ghana, have you all realized that the easiest way to be popular right now is to look at who is trending and who is the biggest and start insulting him, and you get attention? I don't really want to mention names, and I can't. Recently, we all saw a young man who just came out, and all he does is to insult and target popular people, hardworking people. Insult them, no basis, nothing. Say controversial things about them. Sometimes these people react, and boom, he's making his name. He has followers. Now, if we encourage things like this, why wouldn't Shatta Wale say this? Even Shatta Wale himself was targeted by the same person I was talking about. If we live in a nation where if somebody has to rise, he has to pull down another by degrading him. That's the word they use, degrade. Why can't we rise without pulling each other down? Now, a musician told me the other time, the easiest way to rise right now is to start a beef with a popular musician. So when you are rising, they find a way of degrading you so that you can come down and they go. Degrade means bring you down from the highest grade. If we do this, it might sound like it's funny, but a time will come, my brother, my sister, we won't be able to laugh again at the right side of our faces. When you look at Nigeria, look at America, look at England, when one artist is rising, it looks like the whole nation comes to support this artist. But with us, let one person make a hit song. They will tell you where he stole the song from. They will tell you where the melody came from. They will tell you which shrine gave him juju to be able to make this song hit. Again, if they fail with that, they will go out physically and fight this person. How the shoes they wear are not nice, and how they were seen at Kantamanto the other day buying Brunei shoes. All sorts of things just to bring you down. It looks like we are the best when it comes to bringing down each other. What Shatta Wale said, it might sound like a joke. It might sound like very simple, but it's deep. He himself did portions of that when he was trying to rise. He targeted Sabini, was insulting him day and night, making songs about him. And he agreed that that was how he had to come up, by attacking someone. It's a wrong thing. It's a wrong thing. I have never attacked any artist in order to come up. Never. I didn't need it. My anger is with politicians. I don't deal with musicians. I don't deal with actors. I deal with issues. Can we all deal with issues? In Ghana, the easiest way right now is to insult somebody and then you make a name. Or release a sex tape. Look at what happened to the other artist. I don't want to mention his name. He shot a whole music video which was a porn product. And then he rose to the top. Later, he realized that no, he couldn't continue shooting porn. After destroying the young girl who came to do that porn thing with him, he decided that he had seen God and he wanted to do something more decent. Gradually, Ghanaians have forgotten him. My brother, if you rise to the top by insulting each other, you'll be like Andrew Liversalt. You come down again. A word to the wise is enough. When we return, we got more. When we return, we shall also be preparing to read your messages. Hey! Wayo!
Are you looking for an experience that will live with you forever? Come with me to Le Shrine, where you see anything you want to see. What do you want to eat, continental or local? Le Shrine has a mini hotel fitted with a swimming pool that is so sexy and will leave you with a sweet experience. Le Shrine has a nightclub, top of the class for VVIP and more. On Mondays, we have karaoke and adult parties. Wednesdays, reggae night. Sundays, special ladies night. We also have live reggae concerts at Le Shrine. Anything you want to see, be here to see it yourself. We are located at La Boma Beach, where the Atlantic Ocean's water serenade Le Shrine. Call us on 0203 5050 or 0204 5050 or 0205 5050 0206 5050. Visit our website at Le Shrine and see more. Le Shrine, anything you want to see, be here to see it yourself.
Blackpot, Coco Show.
This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kuku Showman. Here we speak truth to power. My name is Blakk RASTA. Keep your messages coming in. We're going to be reading them anytime soon. Remember to share this broadcast. Oh yes, hit on the notification button and then remember to subscribe as well. We are called Black Empire Media and the name Blakk RASTA. Next story. Watch me. Watch me. He says what? Watch it. Afrobeats too expensive for Ghana. Wow. Afrobeats. Too expensive for Ghana. Really? But let's look at the wisdom in this. Focus on high life and GH drill. Afrobeats has become expensive. Expert advises Ghanaian talent. Come here! Chumesi Donko. That's the correct way to pronounce it. Chumesi Donko. Donko is a slave. Chumesi Donko. But because of the anglicization of the name, we say Donko. But Chumesi Donko, a renowned Ghanaian music expert and the founder of Spark magazine, has acknowledged the changes faced by emerging Ghanaian artists. Challenges, not changes. Has acknowledged the challenges faced by emerging Ghanaian artists in the current music industry landscape. In a recent tweet, Chumesi suggested that Afrobeats as a genre has become financially burdensome for the average Ghanaian artist. He has advised up-and-coming talents to shift their focus towards high life and GH drill as more viable avenues for success. Afrobeats as a genre has become very expensive for the average artist. That's why it's a bad strategy for Ghanaian emerging artists to focus on it. We can focus on high life, GH drill, and chart a new path to the global stage. Jesus have mercy. With the music industry evolving at an unprecedented pace, Chumesi's perspective sheds light on the financial realities that many emerging artists face when attempting to break into the global music scene. According to his tweet, the high costs associated with producing and promoting Afrobeats music can be prohibitive, I like that word, for artists who are still building their careers. High life, a genre deeply rooted in Ghanaian culture, and GH drill, a subgenre of hip-hop known for its unique Ghanaian flavor, offer artists a distinctive platform to showcase their talents without the exorbitant financial demands often associated with Afrobeats production and market. Chumesi's advice implies that artists who embrace these genres may find it more accessible to gain recognition both locally and internationally. His call to prioritize high life and GH drill is not only a financial recommendation, but also a celebration of Ghanaians' rich musical heritage. By promoting these genres, emerging artists can contribute to the preservation and evolution of Ghanaian music, whilst carving out their unique path to global acclaim. Wow! And this is what he wrote. This is the original thing that he tweeted. Afrobeats as a genre has become very expensive for the average artist. That's why it's a bad strategy for Ghanaian emerging artists to focus on it. We can focus on high life, GH drill, and chart a new path to the global stage. My God. And this is the man. Chumesi Donko. He's so brilliant. Extremely brilliant. My brother, when something comes out and is making inroads, we all jump on it, whether we have the expertise or not. Azonto came, I never did Azonto because I didn't see myself as competent enough to do Azonto. I'm not condemning Azonto. It's a nice thing. I went to South Africa. I had Koum from South Africa. I loved it. Koum. That's how they pronounce it. Koum. Koum. GQOM. Then I also heard Amapiano. I realized that these were really simple, but quite melodious. I could do something like that, and I loved it. So I decided to do something. But it's not my main genre. Two songs, enough. I go with my main genre. I listen to high life. I like it. I make one high life song or two high life songs. But my strength is Kuchoko, Africanized reggae music. But because of selfishness and greed and esuanism, yes, dudu. Somebody has made it. So you go to there's an African proverb I want to share with you. It says that do not set sail based on another man's weather forecast. Somebody goes to set sail. He checks the forecast and he says that, oh, okay, it's going to be good. The wind is going to be in this direction, so it's nice, you can go. Then you wake up and say, oh, yesterday you went and checked the weather report and they said this, so you set sail. You crash and drown. It's good if we love it and deep inside us we want it. But a lot of us are gravitating towards Afrobeats not because we love it, but because of its commercial value. Today, if Afrobeats drop to the ground, how many people are going to be loyal enough to say that they are going to continue doing Afrobeats like we continue doing reggae when we're not even making 1 penny from reggae? That's the love for the thing. You love it, so you are doing it. Whether money is coming or not, we are releasing. Today, as it starts, I have our 12 albums or so of reggae. Once in a while, we do 1 or 2 things. But mainly what we do is kuchoko. This man has made a lot of sense. Do you love high life? Do you love GH drill? They call it Asaka. Asaka. It originated from Kumasi, I'm told. The Kumasi boys made it nice, but they couldn't really brand it good enough to be able to make it stand. Until recently, the Grammys recognized it. What have they really done to be able to push it? That is what this gentleman is saying. He says, let's come together and push it high. Other people will copy from us. When Nigerians were trying to copy our Zonto, we rebuffed them and told them they were copy, they should go away. They took it, turned it around, and turned it into Afrobeats. Today, we all are gravitating towards Afrobeat. The painful thing is that even Ghanaians who sing Afrobeats, when they are playing their music in England and America, people say they are Nigerians. It means we are working for the Nigerians. I don't know who understands me. It's like reggae. Any reggae music you hear, everybody's mind goes to Jamaica. It means we are working for the Jamaicans. That's why I said, let's do Kuchoko. When they hear Kuchoko, for instance, I just recorded a song called Kafankere, the leg of a dog. And I put in log drums as in amapiano in reggae. You should hear it. We are bringing the African elements into our music. And at the end of the day, we own it. That's what we're talking about. Everybody's doing Afrobeats right now. Let me tell you something. Jamaican artists who found it very difficult getting Grammys, you know what they did? Come here. Come here. You know what they did? They started doing Afrobeats and African music. And they call it world music so that they will be able to get a Grammy. In fact, recently we saw Morgan Heritage release a whole world music album. I'm not saying that they are lacking any awards, but that's what they did. Beenie Man just recorded Afrobeats, an album called Zima, and the song is called Zim. This one he recorded with Stonebwoy. Brand new album. Afrobeats has taken over the world. We love it. We like what it is. But are we going into it for commercial reasons, or we are going into it because it beats in our hearts? Let us decipher. If we continue chasing it like that, we are going to lose it. It's too expensive for us to follow. That's what Chumesi Donko is saying. That's it. When we return, we shall read your letters. Did I say letters? We shall read your messages. My name Blakk Rasta is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Hey! Wolo!
This one goes on too.
Wednesday, 13th September, 7 p.m. sharp, inside La Boma Beach at Le Shrine. All tongues shall confess that a volcano trumpet, Q Shandaya from St. Vincent, through Jamaica, America to Ghana, Africa, is here to stay. Also appearing is Ghana's dancehall newest sensation from the backbone of reggae veteran, Daddy Bosco, Akle. Date is Wednesday, 13th September 2023, 7 p.m. sharp. The action shall be disastrous. The fire will be blazing hotter than hell. Come and see Q Shandaya and Akle at Le Shrine. Do live band non-stop. Other artists shall also pass through to balance the equation. Come and see conscious reggae and dancehall at the top. More fire. For enquiries, call The Shrine on 0203 500 050 or 0204 500 050. See ya!
Blackpot. Coco Show, man.
This is the Black Pot, aka Coco Show. Here we speak truth to power. Let's see the messages you have. Thank you so much for sending in the messages. We never take you for granted. We love you. Karim Sadat Aduku says, good evening, Black Rasta. I wish you a happy, a belated happy birthday, right? More blessing to your new age. Every responsible man must like breasts, no matter what. Hey, how does that deal with the birthday? Hey, Bosu Karim. Flacco Harlem TV says, respect Black Rasta. I'm in tune live. Let the truth be told. Of course, Henyo Raphael says, greetings from Tina Ray and Raphael. Continue to do the needful by educating us. Thank you, Henyo, and thank you, Tina Ray. Disheba says, good afternoon, Brother Black. Hope all is well in our homeland. Greetings from Washington, D.C. I'm here to listen to you speak truth to power. Thank you so much, Disheba. And yo, I want to big up the people of Washington, D.C. Benjamin Achu says, word. Oscar Pendragon says, blessed love, Black Rasta. If you think of 1 year, plant rice. If you think of 10 years, plant orchards. And if you think of generations, train the mind. Let all knowledgeable people take it deep. Yes, thank you so much, Oscar Pendragon. Benjamin Achu says, another blessed day. My brother, Black Rasta, blessed love. Gameli Apasu says, welcome, Black Rasta. Roll the story. Petrina Otu says, greetings, Black Rasta. Ready for you, my brother, as you educate and rewind the mindset of the youth. Max Pro says, hey, woyo. Sola Jimawena from Togo says, good evening, Black Rasta. Savali Tos and consort, more fire, Black Rasta. Disheba says, the Asantehene has done well with his brand, but the right things must be done. Kwamus used to use the title Otumfo, but traded it for Odenohu. The Asantehene has the Ashantis have branded their leader well. Period. That's all. It's about branding and the work. Sometimes you can work and work because you have no branding, you don't get any results, and you don't even get any recognition. It's like you are doing business in the dark. You need to advertise it. You need to brand it. Thank you for that one. Lab Bisa says, Black, can you remix Ganja Sweet and put Shatta Wale on it? All right, so talk to Shatta Wale if he wants to be on it, and we'll do it, yeah? Well, it's just a joke. I'll speak with him and see. He likes it. He likes Ganja Sweet, Ganja Nice, legalize it. We'll see what we can do. Yeah. Lighter GHTV says, pedestrians, right, have a lot in common with vegetarians. Okay, this is not pedestrians. It's, okay, pescatarians. Okay, pescatarians have a lot in common with vegetarians. They eat fruits, veggies, nuts, seeds, whole grains, beans, eggs, and dairy, and stay away from meat and poultry. Pescatarians eat fish and seafood. Then they are not vegans. They are different from vegans. But of course, they are also a certain kind of vegetarians, as you said. You're right. Kambadi Samsidin says, welcome Blakk Rasta. I can't afford to lose your show. Thanks. Wayo. May God and our forefathers, well, he says, may gods and our forefathers protect you from Mother Ghana. Gaps TV. Rasta, now we see you. I thought you stood for truth. I see. You don't correct people who are in your good book. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? I want to believe that you're talking about Shatta Wale. What is it that we have to correct? We said that he uses vulgar, right? That is it. He uses vulgar, which I don't stand for. What other correction are you talking about? Did you listen? And if it's not Shatta Wale, then tell me what is it. You cannot be in my good book if you are not ready to accept what I'm talking to you. How can you be in my good book? You should be ready to, accept the things. Shatta Wale came and he told the whole Ghana that I now understand what you were talking to me about. Now I accept it wholeheartedly. He tweeted it. You all saw it. We are not criticizing because we just want to criticize. We want people to change. So if he has changed, why not? So Gaps TV, that's what it is. Yes, I said he uses vulgar. I don't stand for the vulgar. Even in the song, sometimes there's vulgarity, insults of people and all that. I said he himself got into the limelight by insulting people. But it shouldn't be so. What else do you want me to say? Gaps TV. What else? Even if people are in my bad book and they do something good, I give them a thumbs up. There were times Shatta Wale, even when he was not in my so-called good books, he did things that were right. And like I played this music on radio and I gave it all the thumbs up and all that. So please revise your notes. Lies GH said, you are on point, my brethren. Preach on, exemplary leader. Respect. And then Michael Nyansafu says, Blakk, I know your platform goes far. Can you please use 1 minute of your time to talk about Ghana music? Because our new generation are killing our music with playback performances. Well, 1 minute is not enough. I've spoken about it over and over, and we shall continue speaking about this. We'll never stop. Gaps TV says, that is Shatta Wale, period. Are you a hypocrite like that? He says, that is Shatta Wale, period. That is, okay, that is Shatta Wale method. Okay, so that's what we talk about. That his method, he got to the limelight by insulting people. And I said, it's wrong. You don't do that. The fact that one man used it to get there, does it mean we should also follow the same wrong note? Did I say anything wrong? So Gaps, you see, the fact that you don't like somebody doesn't mean that if people talk about that person and there is some positivity in it, something that we can learn from their mistakes, you shouldn't accept that. You shouldn't see people to be supportive of people no matter who they are and what they are. No. So that's what it is, Gaps TV. Agbo Benjamin says, Goa, right? Skipper, done. All right. More fire, my prophet. And then Sedo Augustine says, we need proper education to change our mindset. That is correct. And that is what we are doing. Bajona Kojolu says, Blakk, I am watching you all the way from Liberia. Oh, Bajona. Respect and love. Which part of Liberia? Is it Monrovia? Which other part? Love and respect. My man, I love you, my man. Ed Texas says, hello, bro. I just joined. I had something about used shoe. I had something about used shoe. I'm sure you wanted to say he had something about used shoes, right? All right, well, so talk about it, man. Let's know exactly what you want. Max Pro says, lenche, lenche. Big up the good work. Blessed love, respect, lenche, lenche. All right, so that's what it is. All right, so keep the messages coming in. We're going to take a second batch before we go. Next story. Run the rhythm. Run it quick. Menzgold customers to get justice at last. Come here. I am happy to hear this. That Menzgold customers are going to get justice. But who are they going to get the justice from? And this is Dame talking. He is the Attorney General, right, of Ghana. Justice will be served. AG assures Menzgold victims. The Attorney General and Minister of Justice Godfred Yeboah Dame has given a firm assurance that justice will be served victims of Menzgold Ghana Limited as the state begins criminal prosecution against the defunct firm and its owner, Nana Appiah Mensah Namwan. He said the misery and distress caused many by the fraud nearly resulted in a social crisis in Ghana after riots and demonstrations were staged in several parts of Ghana. Dash it away. Bring me the photo of Yeboah Dame. Yeboah Dame, with all respect, which one was the fraud? Was it from the government or from Namwan? And I still want to reiterate this. Listen, when Namwan started his business, everybody was paid until the dirty government came and stopped the whole thing and thrown everybody into a crisis. Fast forward, we saw people who legally and legitimately gave their money to the almighty government of this country, buying government bonds. At the end of the day, they were robbed. They were told they couldn't get the money. Some of them were going to get them 5 years later. They robbed the people because justice delayed is justice denied. Government of the nation took money from people. And they had a raw deal. Namwan started a business. The Attorney General at the time and some other people, Auditor General, wherever, my brother, my sister, approached him and told him the business you are doing is not regulated in Ghana. For that matter, let's come and sit and see how we can regulate your business. He said, oh, sir. In fact, the Deputy Attorney General wrote it. He granted us interviews, which are in the media space. Whilst they were sitting down and trying to streamline things, there was a change of government. This dirty government came in and started shouting to the people of Ghana, go for your money, oh. It's a fraud. Oh. And there was panic withdrawal. In fact, when panic withdrawal hit the government of Ghana, see what happened. The whole government of Ghana couldn't pay any money, let alone Namwan. Panic withdrawal is when everybody comes to stand at all the people you owe. They stand there and say, we want our money. If those who save their money with Bank of Ghana go there, Ghana Commercial Bank, all of them, and stand there that they want their money, the bank will collapse. Is that fraud? I'm just asking. Is that fraud? Namwan, what was the fraudulent thing he did? I hear some people say it was a Ponzi scheme. But the man went all the way to Dubai where he was arrested. He stood trial and we were told by the Deputy Attorney General at that time that 56 million American dollars he had won. At that time, he owed Menzgold customers only about 50 million American dollars. That money could have paid everybody. What happened to that money? What happened? Why didn't the nation go for the money even at the time that Namwan was still in jail? The Deputy Attorney General was going to and fro Dubai following this case. What happened to that money? We suggested that the money should be taken so that Menzgold customers will be paid. If it was a Ponzi scheme, what kind of business did Namwan do to be able to have more money than the money that he even owed? I don't know how many people understand. You have 10 people you are doing business with. All of them came to pay you 10 Ghana, 10 Ghana. So now you have how much? 100 Ghana. If all of them come at the same time and they want their money, and you cannot give it to them, it might be called a Ponzi scheme. You take from this person, take from another person. When it's time to pay, you take from this person and pay this person. Another time to pay, like that. But Namwan had more money than what he owed Menzgold customers, according to the Deputy Attorney General at the time, from the money that he got from his case in Dubai, from one gold trading business. So what are we talking about? When I hear people say, and Namwan, and he was fraudulent, blah, 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 with the Menzgold thing, who collapsed Menzgold? Before Menzgold collapsed, was he paying or not? Was there a problem? For the several years Menzgold ran, was there a problem? Did anybody ever complain that they went for their money? It wasn't there. Until government came in and said, hey, stop the business. And ruined it. Collapsed other banks and so on and so forth. So my brother, if you are going after the case, I am happy. I am happy to see justice done. Let's look at the role the government played in this. If Namwan played any fraudulent role, let us look at it and deal with the situation. That's all I'm looking at. But let us be fair to the Menzgold customers. Don't say this and it will take another 10 years to deal with the case. Let's finish it as soon as possible before you leave office. Because you say this, before you realize you leave office, somebody else will come and be saying nonsense and more customers are dying. Finish it. Pay them their money. Where is the 56 million American dollars Namwan won? Where is his private jet? Where are the other things that the court said they were going to seize and pay Menzgold workers? Have they paid? Oh, please. That's it. Final story and we are done. Last story we're going to look at, and this one, it looks like it's a little thorny. But I like thorny stories. Watch it. It says, jail me for life if... Who is saying that? Oh, I know this man. Come here. Hey, jail me for life if... You see his barrette. Jail me for life if I'm not able to lead you to 3 government officials with 100 million American dollars at their homes. And this is Kusipoku challenging the OSP. My God. Kusipoku is telling the OSP, Cecilia, the past money is small. I will take you to some government officials, 3 of them. In their homes, you will find 100 million American dollars. If this was a country that was proactive, I will follow this. Let's see. This is equivalent to money laundering in one way or the other. The executive director of the Good Governance Advocacy Group Ghana, Listowel Nana Kusipoku, has said that he can help the state recover 100 million American dollars from 3 appointees of the current government. Speaking in an interview on Accra FM on Monday, September 4, 2023, Kusipoku challenged the office of the special prosecutor to start an investigation on his claim, and he will lead the office to 100 million American dollars in the house of 3 politicians. He added that if he is not able to help the OSP find 100 million American dollars, he should be imprisoned for life. Dash. Cheap Bonto. Cool Bonto. This is what we're looking for. You said crime should be reported. The man has reported the crime. Just follow up. Can we follow up on this and see if we can get our money back? Is it our money? He's saying it's politicians. Invariably, this might be the nation's money at the time we are knocking on the doors of the IMF. I'm done. We will look at the final messages and we're done. Derek Azuma says fire. Richard Ama says good evening, Black Rasta. Thank you for showing us the good way. Woyo, I love that. Oscar Pendragon says hello, Black. I want to contact you personally so that you can teach me the proper way to be a vegan, because it's my wish to stop eating meat and fish. Can I have your personal contact if possible? Well, our numbers are rolling on the screens every time. You can always find a number and we are ready to help. But I'll also suggest that you can go online and read different informations, pieces of information on veganism. And I'm sure you'll be able to sieve out the direction you should go. Olivius Nwinzi says, hello, Black Rasta. Hey, in one of my dreams, I am seeking to achieve, one of my dreams I'm seeking to achieve is to meet you physically. Well, that dream is going to come to pass. Yeah, let's make it happen. Isaka, Hamburg, Abubakar says, hey, more fire. Prophet, I'm watching you from Italy. Thank you so much. I wanted to remember one Italian word. What word is that? What word? Anyway. Isaka. I'll find that word and I'll give it to you. Muhammad Regular says fire. And Bajona Kojolo says, yes, Black Rasta Monrovia. Yes, he's coming from Monrovia. We're hoping to be in Monrovia. We're hoping to be in Liberia and have a mini tour so that the people of Liberia can also witness this energy and power on stage. Thank you so much, Bajona. More messages? All right, so it looks like the messages are there. So I want to say thank you. We appreciate you and we love you. It's all about our nation. My brother, my sister, it's the devil who fights forever. Truth is truth. Wrong is wrong. If a man is wrong, he's wrong. If it's right, it's right. Nobody is bigger than the truth. And that is our mantra right here. Nobody is bigger than the truth. It's about rewiring the minds of our people. It's a show of the mindset. I want to say thank you. I appreciate you. It's been the Blakk Pod. Catch us again tomorrow at 5 p.m. on the dot. Hey, hey, wayo!